Elsewhere, the wildlife poisoning and human-wildlife conflict have been cited as major threats to survival of vultures in the country. The Kenya Wildlife Services is concerned that poisoning accounts for 61% of the deaths of the endangered species. This revelation coming as the world marked the International Vultures Awareness Day, celebrated on the first Saturday of September. Timothy Kipnusu comes back with that report.
In Kenya, national celebrations to mark International Vultures Awareness Day were hosted in Hell's Gate National Park, Naivasha. The day is set aside to raise awareness of the essential role the birds play in the ecosystem. Kenya Wildlife Service is raising concern that the scavengers are fast facing extinction.
In Kenya alone, we are blessed to have 8 species. And out of these species, we have white-backed vulture, white-headed vulture, hooded vulture, Ruppel's vulture, Egyptian vulture, lappet-faced vulture, bearded vulture, and also palm-night vulture.
Other than poisoning and human-wildlife conflict, habitat loss and degradation, decreasing food availability and electrocution by power line poles are some of the threats facing the vultures.
Some of the threats that are facing these vultures include wildlife poisoning. We have human-wildlife conflict, so you might find people whose animals were killed by, let's say, lions. They would poison the carcass, and then the vulture eats and it becomes collateral damage, then they die.
The 61%, which are usually mostly poisoned, is because of 2 reasons. One, they consume carcasses of livestock that have been lost due to issues to do with lions, hyenas, and other carnivores.
Hell's Gate National Park is one of the main breeding areas for some of the 8 species of the vultures in the country, with statistics indicating that there are over 2,000 of the birds in the country.
Many of these places that Kenyans were missing because the domestic traveler has always been dear to us through the Tembea Kenya, rallying the call to Tembea Kenya for over the years. We have seen a big difference in terms of the way Kenyans have embraced traveling in the destination.
According to the KWS, other than their role in the food chain, vultures also aid in catching poachers as they quickly cycle above the carcass left behind. Hence, there is need to sensitize communities in and around wildlife conservation areas. Timothy Kipnusu for Channel 1 News.